The air hung heavy with anticipation as Ukrainian and Russian delegations met in Turkey. The world watched, hoping for a breakthrough. Ukraine, battered but defiant, came with clear demands. They wanted a direct line to the top. President Zelensky sought a face-to-face meeting with President Putin. This, they believed, was crucial for real progress. Alongside this, they proposed a 30-day ceasefire, a pause in the fighting, a chance to breathe, to negotiate. Could this be the first step towards peace? The 30-day ceasefire proposal aligned with pleas from international partners. U.S. President Trump, citing staggering casualty figures, urged an end to the bloodshed. He believed a resolution could be reached swiftly, bringing the world back from the brink. The eyes of the world were on Turkey, the hope for peace resting on these fragile talks. The pressure was immense. Both nations carried the weight of their fallen, the anguish of families torn apart. The world held its breath. Could these talks achieve what previous attempts had failed to do? Could they bridge the chasm of conflict and pave the way for a lasting peace? Russia, however, chose a different path to the negotiating table. Instead of President Putin, a familiar figure headed their delegation, Vladimir Medinsky, a close advisor to Putin. Medinsky, known for his hardline stance and deep understanding of history, brought a unique perspective to the talks. His presence signaled not just a response to Ukraine's demands, but a reminder of Russia's long and often brutal past. While Russia agreed to the prisoner exchange, their conditions for a ceasefire were far from simple. They demanded detailed terms, expressing concerns about Ukraine using the pause to regroup and rearm. This cautious approach, echoing past conflicts, underscored the deep mistrust between the two nations. Medinsky, in an interview with the Hindustan Times, drew parallels between the current conflict and Russia's historical engagements. He spoke of the Vietnam War, the Korean War, even the Soviet-Finnish War, highlighting Russia's endurance and strategic patience. His message was clear. Russia had seen it all before, and they were prepared for the long haul. Despite the historical baggage and lingering tensions, a beacon of hope emerged from the talks. A significant agreement was reached. A 1,000 for 1,000 prisoner swap, the largest since the conflict began. This humanitarian breakthrough offered a glimmer of light in the darkness, a testament to the power of dialogue even in the direst of circumstances. Families torn apart by war could reunite, their relief echoing across the globe. Beyond the prisoner exchange, both sides agreed to continue dialogue. They promised to present written proposals for a future ceasefire, keeping the door open for further negotiations. While the path ahead remained fraught with challenges, this commitment to continued engagement offered a sliver of hope. The world watched, cautiously optimistic, praying that this fragile thread of communication could be woven into a tapestry of peace. Yet looming over these glimmers of hope was the long shadow of history. Medinsky, in his interview, lamented a missed opportunity at previous talks in Turkey to end the hostilities. His words served as a stark reminder of the fragility of peace and the cyclical nature of conflict. His closing remark, however, sent chills down the spines of many. Russia always comes back for what belongs to her, he stated, echoing a sentiment deeply rooted in Russian history and national identity. This statement, open to interpretation, left the world pondering its implications. Was it a threat, a promise, or a simple statement of fact? As the dust settled on the Turkey talks, a mix of hope and uncertainty filled the air. The prisoner exchange offered a tangible sign of progress, a testament to the power of diplomacy. Yet Medinsky's words, steeped in historical context, served as a stark reminder of the long and arduous road ahead. The world held its breath, watching and waiting, hoping that this time peace might prevail.